We are really heading into a world that's growing older and older. The older adult population is growing, and it's growing tremendously. Every 7 seconds, 10,000 people turn 63 years old. It used to be that older adults retire at 65, and with that, they had several years, and then they died. So it's pretty interesting how we're aging, and we're also changing the definition of what it means to be older. You know, people say, oh, the new 30 is really the new 20, and in a way, we do kind of think that way in how we think about growing older. But also people are taking care of themselves better, and so after they retire, many people live to where they have another kind of career, another life.
My name is Corina Reimer. I'm 83. I think 80 was the hardest year, hardest birthday. It seemed like after that, things kind of went downhill health-wise, but other than that, most days are very enjoyable. Some of my hobbies are sewing. I used to do quite a bit of sewing. Later on in the years, I did some quilting, and I like to work out in the yard. Of course, now I'm getting a little harder to bend over and have to be careful where we step as we get older. Watch each step you make so you don't fall and break a bone or something.
My name is Delbert Ray Reimer. I was born in 1930, so that makes me 86, right? I was born on Route 66 in Clinton, Oklahoma. We weren't traveling at the time. I wasn't born on the route, but we were living in Clinton, Oklahoma. My dad was working in a Grainville elevator, and so I and two other siblings were born there. I do yard work for quite a few of the older people that can't, especially
Prune their roses.
prune their roses, do the leaf blowing, and so on and so forth.
Whatever that means, according to him.
Wood carving, it's very relaxing for me. And you can think of all kinds of things, you know, you could daydream, whatever, and I enjoy in the evenings whittling. With more stuff to do now, I don't do quite as much, but I'll probably get back to it. And in the wintertime, it helps a lot too. You got a lot more time because you don't have to be helping people in their yards and so on and so forth.
Leslie Johnson, born 6 months, 20th day, 1933, Torres, Louisiana. And now I wear the name of Lazy Lester as a recording artist, which I like that name because it's the only one like it. Mine is the only Lazy Lester out there, so there's no copy. Oh yeah. Yeah, the man that gave me that name The reason I have this name because one day we was in the studio and I was sitting down doing nothing as usual, and he walked up and said, "Lester, you want to do something?" He asked me, and I looked at him pretty slowly, and he said, "You looks lazy." I said, "No, I'm not lazy." I said, "I'm just tired, you know." So he just tired. So he wrote a song, said they call me lazy. God knows I'm only tired. A couple of years after that, I recorded that number, which got to be a big number on the charts. But anyway, I've been wearing that name ever since. My brother bought a guitar from a man named Joe Payton, which was my mother's first boyfriend for way back in the day. But anyway, one day I went to sleep with the guitar on my chest when they come from school. When they came from work, I had the guitar laying on my chest and I was sleeping. And he said, "What you doing with my guitar?" And I say, "I've been trying to learn how to play it." So, and that was just like that. So they went in the kitchen and started cooking, and I started playing a tune on that guitar and singing, and they came in and said, "What?"
My name is Philip York, and I was born in Sacramento, California, about 89 years ago. Probably the last 10 years, 12, I don't know, 10, 12 years, I've had a 1957 Thunderbird that we restored and took it right down to the bare minimum. I had the engine out in my garage and the bumpers off, and it was just down to the frame. And we put that car back together again and participated in car shows, as I said, all over the county. That is during the summer. That's a big part of our life.
I'm Benson, 64, 65, April 23rd. I've been mostly been bouncing around a lot all my life, actually. I've never had dog, children, or wife because I've never been that stable. But I've had a good time. My life has a lot to do with acquiring information, period, newspapers, periodicals, anything. Political information, psychological perspectives, basically. Other people's perspectives on life goes a long ways in my life. I like to know what other people are thinking. I was a founding member of the Wall Street Center for the Arts, and if you walk around Chico, the pans, the art benches, all that, we created that. We created the first art commission in Chico. I've been involved in so many issues. Mostly right now, I'm doing, I do politics, I work with the ACLU, I do immigration rights, immigrants' rights, economic justice, and police practices.
My name is Juanita York, and I'm 91 years old. Do you want me to continue just I'm a first generation here in this country. My parents both are from Spain. They met here and married, and as a result, they had 2 children. I had a brother who has passed on, and myself. When I was 18 or 19, I had finished college, and this was 1950. My folks decided to go to Spain. And consequently, since I was living with them, I went with them. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. We had a great time and met all the family, which to this day we still have ties with them. Came back, and then that's when it was time to settle down and give his nibs an answer, or get an answer. I used to be more interested in sewing, and I made a lot of the kids' clothes and curtains and bedspreads. I do crossword puzzles. Well, that's another thing. I like sports. I follow those, especially baseball and San Francisco Giants.
It's great. It's really great to be able to know your age and feel younger inside, because and be okay with that.
You know, I don't think about aging. I don't know what it means to feel 73. I've never been that before. I mean, I look around me and people that are 73, a lot of them look like they're not happy, or they're in pain, and a lot of them are.
I don't feel my age, and I don't think I look 91. I don't think I act it. I may feel, well, I don't know what a 91-year-old person's supposed to feel like. I mean, what the heck?
Well, some days I feel 89. Some days I feel 99. Mentally, I don't feel 89. Mentally, I feel younger. Some days I feel like I'm 99, but most of the time I don't feel my 89 years.
I'm not growing old. I'm just getting older. I mean, I'm not getting old. I don't feel old. Do I look old? But you know, they say beauty is only skin deep, right? And ugly is to the bone. But I don't feel old. Although I'll be 84 in a couple of months.
Someone asked me when I was 80, says, "Man, you look so good and you just do so good. Do you want to live to be 100?" And I said, "No, I don't think so."
I think as we get older, we don't adapt like we would have if we were 25 or 30 years old. I marvel at young people today that walk down the street texting on a small phone. I don't enjoy doing that. I would just as soon write on a piece of paper than send somebody a text.
It's interesting to see all the technology nowadays and how it's going and how it's all changed, and it's so different from when we were first married and all that kind of stuff, and it's mind-boggling for me.
I've got regular computer glasses that help. So you don't have to go like this, or, you know. We got a new computer, and I didn't want to learn to use that thing, so Karina's on that. So that's strictly her thing.
I'm sure you how smart this is smart how smart my phone is right here. You see this? That's how smart I am. I'm smarter than that other phone. I'm smart enough to not have all that junk to mess up my mind. This is, oh, I was just about to tell you, this is about 26 years old. It's about 26 years old. That's the best phone made, Nokia.
I think I would destroy that iPad. So that's it. That's an idiot board to me. And the idiot board and I don't get along.
Love is a beautiful thing. That's what, if you find it.
The keys to a happy marriage are be a friend to your husband, just appreciate him, and don't always tell him that I appreciate him, but I do. And I guess that's about it.
We enjoy each other, no matter thick or thin. And there's
ups and downs.
There's ups and downs, you know, but we have to give and take, and say we're sorry to each other, you know, but there's no problem there.
That's the beautiful part of it, when they say, you stick with it through thick and thin, and when it get too thick, if you can't thin out, that's not funny, but it's true.
I'm a bachelor. You know, I was married for 10 years, but I haven't found the occasion to do it again. And I don't think it suits me. I like the monastic life. You gotta work on when you get older, you gotta work on your legacy. Like, what did you do with your life that lifted up, or to quote Emeril Lagasse, kicked it up a notch, you know? Like, you learned a certain philosophy, you carried that with you until you ran into your great teacher. And so you have to keep lifting it up so that people have a better understanding of what's going on in their lives around them, life and death itself.
Failing is no problem. Mistakes, they're a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. It's whether or not it comes down to you learn. That's it, you know.
And the old story is that there's a fork on the road, and you have to make a decision to either take the right or the left fork. But before you make that decision, you think about it a little bit and decide which is the most benefit to you.
Work like you don't need the money, dance like no one is watching, love like you have never been hurt. Sorry about that. Love like you have never been hurt. And there are times in life when you get hurt, but you have to let it go.
As long as you're happy, that's love. It's one thing you can, like they around here talk about fake news, but you can't fake love. You can fool yourself, but you cannot full reality.
If you guys keep busy, you won't grow old as fast, actually. You know, just keep busy and do what you like to do, and whatever surrounds you, whatever your surrounding is, help out.
This is some of my favorite music. When I play it, I use my feet for my drum beat. I think that was fun.